Hello students, today we are going to discuss the first numerical of zeolite method. Question will be given as 2 meter cube per second of water having hardness 700 milligram per liter has to be treated to achieve 100 milligram per liter of hardness. Okay. Now, for this purpose, water is subjected to zeolite bed. Now, what will be the bypass flow rate? Now, we need to determine the bypass flow rate. Okay. So, we will see how this question will carry out. Okay. Now, for this question, we need to draw a diagram like this, and we had to make here the bypass flow rate as well as the zeolite bed. Okay. Now, suppose that in this portion I had made a zeolite bed. It will be like this. Okay, that is the zeolite bed. Okay, now in the system we had passed water of quantity 2 meter cube per second, and it is having hardness of 700 milligram per liter. Okay, now if we supply the water of quantity 2 meter cube per second, then what will be the quantity of water coming out of the system? That is 2 meter cube per second. But we want the hardness of the effluent water as 100 milligram per liter. Okay, now when we pass the water from the zeolite bed, what will be the hardness of that water? Its hardness will be 0. Okay, so if we pass all the water from the zeolite bed, then what will be the hardness of that water? It will be equals to 0 milligram per liter. Now we want hardness of 100 milligram per liter, for which we need to pass certain water from this portion as it is, that is of 700 milligram per liter, and when both this water will mix at this point, then they will create 100 milligram of hardness. Now the water which is directly passing through the another path is known as bypass flow. Okay, now suppose that in the bypass flow we had passed q meter cube per second of water. Now what will be the amount of water which is flowing over the zeolite bed? It will be equals to 2 minus q meter cube per second. Okay, now what will be the hardness of water in the bypass flow rate? It will be equals to same as the influent water, that will be equals to 700 milligram per liter. So we know the formula, that is hardness of mixture into discharge of mixture equals to hardness of zeolite bed into discharge of zeolite bed. Okay, hardness of zeolite bed into discharge of zeolite bed plus hardness of bypass flow rate into discharge of bypass flow rate. Now we know the value of discharge of mixture, that will be equals to 2 meter cube per second. Okay, now we also know the value of hardness of zeolite, which will be equals to 0, and the discharge of zeolite bed will be equals to 2 minus q, and we know the value of hardness of bypass flow, it will be equals to 700, and discharge of bypass flow, it will be equals to q. Now we know the hardness of mixture water, that will be equals to 100 milligram per liter. Now if we solve this whole equation, that is 100 equals to 700 into q divided by 2, then the value of q comes out to be 0.285 meter cube per second, which will be the bypass flow rate. Okay, that will be the bypass flow rate, which will be equals to 0.285 meter cube per second of water. Okay, that is all about this question. Thank you very much, students.